Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining us this Saturday evening. I'm Nick Oresco. It's been 3 days since that violent riot at the U.S. Capitol building, and federal investigators this weekend continue to try to hunt down those who were involved. 22 News reporter Mike Mascadrelli looked into how these events could impact the inauguration now just 11 days away, and how America is now moving forward.
A political war escalated into a furious siege of the Capitol building Wednesday by pro-Trump demonstrators. Political consultant Paul Robbins said his daughter was nearby while the chaos unfolded.
You know, it hits home when you see what was happening. So I called her. I said, "You okay?" She said, "Yeah, we've been evacuated from the State Department." And so it was disconcerting. You know, I think we're definitely at a pivotal point in our history.
The violent riot really showed we are living in a divided United States. And with calls to invoke the 25th Amendment and impeach President Trump, 22 News asked Robbins if that could actually happen and if America can come together after all this.
I can see why they would do it. It's not going to effectuate a change, but I think maybe it's a wake-up call. I think it is. And all this introspection that has to happen about coming together, having civil discourse, I think really is going to happen. It's going to take time because there's a lot of wounds, but that visual is something none of us are going to forget very soon.
The 25th Amendment could be invoked if the majority of the cabinet and Vice President Mike Pence conclude that the president is incapacitated and shouldn't remain in power. It's not likely, but Robbins said the fact they're talking about it and the violence in Washington points to an end of a Trump era.
I think his political career is over. He's not going to run in 4 years. He will have influence on the Republicans who are in the middle of a civil war.
And even with a Democrat-controlled Senate and President Biden in office, Robbins thinks Congress may have an easier time now coming to compromises. Working for you, Mike Mascadrelli, 22 News.